Here's CPM Course 3. This is 2.1.8. We're learning more with our algebra tiles. You've been working with an expression mat, and now we're going to kind of work our way up to an equation mat. But let's look at this first question first. It's asking us to build the expression with our tiles and use legal simplification moves. So legal moves are you can get rid of zero pairs, you can flip some of them up over this dotted line and use it to make some zero pairs. And then we're going to record our work. Okay, I'll need some paper. We're going to record our work on our paper. So I'm kind of too lazy to actually get out my tiles and do this, so I'm going to just kind of talk you through it because I know that you've seen this before. I'm going to simplify the left-hand side, the left-hand mat, and the right-hand mat, and then I'm going to see which one is greater. So I'm going to let these, maybe I'll just let these two. Those two right there, that makes a zero pair. So those are gone, okay? And then I see another zero pair, I'll just, I don't know, use these right here. Okay, so those are gone. So now I have 5 negative unit tiles up here, and I have 2 negative unit tiles down here. Well, these 2 negative unit tiles, they're in the negative region, and if I flip them up, then they will turn positive. So let's let this one flips up here. See what I did? It's gone now because I flipped it up. This one flips up here. It's gone now because I flipped it up. Okay, so there's no more down there. So then I can say, well, these two cancel each other out. They make a zero pair. These two cancel each other out, and I've got 3 left, 3 negatives. So I'll write that as -3. And then I'm going to write a big circle, and I'm either going to put greater than or less than or equal to or one of those. I'm going to put some comparing symbol in the middle of my circle. Let's go ahead and finish this one on the right. These make a zero pair. They're gone. And then these two, if I flip them up to the top, they'll become negative, or they'll become the opposite of what they are when they're down here. So they're gone now. There's a zero pair, there's a zero pair. So this whole right-hand side became a 0. Which one is greater? 0 is actually greater than -3. So like the Pac-Man it's hungry and it wants to eat the greater one, or the alligator. Okay? You shouldn't write in your book. Okay, the next one, it says, which is greater? So I'm going to actually just draw this instead of using my tiles. I'm going to draw this right here. I think I can do it. So here's an expression mat. There's a plus and a minus. So this says x plus 1. So I could draw that as an x tile, a filled in one, and a little 1 tile. Okay, and then this minus sign, if I want to, I can think of this minus sign as saying this whole parenthesis stuff is down here in the negative region. So that would be a 1, and then it's got a minus 2x, so I won't fill them in. Okay, so that's one part of my mat. You might know how to simplify that algebraically already, but I just thought I'd draw it. And then here's another expression mat. Okay, so this is 3 plus x minus 1, so it's a 1 with a, not filled in, and then minus, and I can take all that and put it in the negative region because of the minus in the parentheses. So there's an x and minus 4. Okay, now I'm going to compare them. Well, I'm going to use some legal moves. I think I like to always get all my stuff up here and make it positive. So if I flip this one up here, it becomes opposite of what it is, so it's negative. And it actually there's little, you can show like an arrow that shows that it went up there. And then these two guys are going to go up here too. I should show arrows. That makes more sense. Instead of crossing them out, I show arrows that show where they went, what I did. Okay, so that went up here and this went up here, so there's nothing left down here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to show that this one went up, and if this goes up, actually all four of these, if these all four go up, they turn opposite sign, so now they're going to be shaded in. Okay, so now everything in my negative region is gone. Here's a 0 pair that can go away. These two guys make a 0 pair, they go away. There's a 0 pair. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Over here I have 6 ones. And over here I have 3 X's. And then what does it say? If it's not possible to determine which expression is greater, explain why. So I don't know how much x is. So I'm going to say not possible to tell, is that how you spell possible? To tell which is greater, because we don't know what x equals. Okay, so we can't tell. On that first one we could tell. It turned out that this side was 0, that side was -3, and we could tell. Now I've only got 2 more minutes, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip to this problem, and I'm going to show you how to solve. Or no, maybe, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make another video. Okay, so you need to tune into part 2, and I'm going to do 2-74, because it might take more than 2 minutes. Okay, so part 2, I'm going to do 2-74.